They don't execute these types of search warrants until they believe they have an ironclad case.
Put no padlock on my house. Ain't nobody never took no car. I still own all my houses, still own all my cars.
Respect.
Still got all my faculty, still sharp, still smart.
Floyd Mayweather has made a lot of money in his career. It appears he also owes a lot of money too. The boxer apparently owes $22.2 million in taxes from 2015. According to ESPN, the tax balance was unpaid as recently as March 6th.
Floyd Mayweather Jr., long hailed as one of the greatest boxers in history, has dominated both inside the ring and in the world of headlines. Known for his extravagant lifestyle, immense wealth, and constant controversies, he's always managed to stay in the public eye. But in 2025, a shocking new chapter emerged. The FBI reportedly uncovered explosive evidence during a series of investigations, evidence that some say could finally shatter Mayweather's empire of fame and fortune. As the revelation surfaced, Mayweather's reaction quickly went viral, igniting global debate, sparking controversy, and leaving fans and critics alike stunned by what could be the beginning of his...
What I do know, which is where my disappointment comes from. When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match? All right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. John Gotti III, I don't know anything about him. I'm not trying to disrespect him. And yes, I'm being smart. I'm not trying to disrespect the grandson of a mobster. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is this. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street or anything like that. Boxing is your thing.
Before diving into the details of the FBI's investigation and the newly uncovered evidence, it's important to understand the backdrop of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s rise to fame. Hailing from Grand Rapids, Michigan, Mayweather turned professional in 1996 and quickly climbed the ranks to become one of boxing's most formidable talents. His perfect record, technical mastery, and sharp ring IQ earned him worldwide recognition and solidified his legacy as an all-time great. However, Mayweather's journey wasn't without turbulence. While his dominance in the ring was undeniable, his life outside of it was often filled with controversy. From a flamboyant lifestyle to multiple legal battles, Mayweather remained a magnet for media attention. Despite the scandals, his unmatched ability to generate massive pay-per-view revenue made him one of the highest-paid athletes in history. Over time, though, his financial empire became clouded by legal issues and questionable business moves. Accusations ranging from domestic violence to shady investments repeatedly placed him under the spotlight, casting a long shadow over his achievements and leaving many to question whether his empire was as solid as it seemed.
People hate consistency when it comes to teams that you don't like and not a fan of, and they constantly win all the time. The Patriots went through the same thing. Small example, I'm gonna just take boxing for instance.
Right.
Floyd.
Yes.
Everybody loved when Floyd was winning early in his career.
Yes.
But when he kept winning,
Yes.
he became the villain.
Yes.
And then everybody paying in and tuning in to see him lose.
Right.
That's it.
Yes.
He became the villain.
The turning point came when the FBI launched a full-scale investigation into Floyd Mayweather's financial affairs, scrutinizing everything from his business ventures to alleged links with organized crime. This months-long probe delved deep into Mayweather's tax records, financial transactions, and corporate partnerships, revealing a web of potential misconduct that stretched back over a decade. At the center of the investigation were serious financial irregularities. While Mayweather had amassed a fortune from his boxing career, investigators discovered major discrepancies in how that wealth was being handled. The FBI uncovered suspicious transactions involving enormous sums of money being funneled through offshore accounts, many of which were linked to companies known for ties to criminal enterprises. One of the most shocking revelations was the discovery of several offshore bank accounts allegedly used by Mayweather to conceal substantial portions of his income. These accounts were traced back to entities with a history of illegal activity, casting doubt on the legitimacy of his financial empire. In addition, forensic accountants working with the FBI identified alarming inconsistencies in his tax records, suggesting that Mayweather may have willfully evaded paying millions in taxes. These findings have not only intensified the legal pressure on the boxing icon, but have also raised serious questions about the true source and stability of his wealth.
How much money do you have in your bank account?
Which account? Which bank?
You have more than one account?
Absolutely.
I don't even have one account. Give me the amount of money you have in one of your accounts.
200 million, 300 million.
Dollars?
Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith didn't mince words. With his usual fiery delivery, he looked straight into the camera and declared, "Asterisk, I've seen the documents. I've talked to the people. And let me tell you, Floyd Mayweather is in real trouble." Asterisk. According to Smith, Mayweather is now buried under a multi-million-dollar IRS lien, has taken out loans against several of his properties, and is years behind on tax payments. As if that wasn't enough, multiple business ventures have reportedly collapsed, leaving him tangled in lawsuits filed by furious investors. But perhaps the most alarming detail Smith dropped? Mayweather has allegedly started quietly selling off his assets, rare luxury cars, high-end jewelry, and other prized possessions, in a desperate effort to settle mounting debts. Smith underlined the seriousness of the situation, pointing to Mayweather's sudden shift in behavior. Asterisk, you don't go from flaunting a $1.4 million shopping spree to going radio silent about your money unless something's seriously wrong. Asterisk, the once flamboyant boxer, known for his extravagant displays of wealth, has gone noticeably quiet, fueling speculation that the entire Money Mayweather persona may have been a house of cards, now collapsing under financial pressure. This isn't the first time Mayweather has clashed with the IRS. In 2017, he made headlines after asking to delay a massive tax payment from 2015 until after his fight with Conor McGregor, claiming he didn't have enough cash on hand, despite raking in hundreds of millions. At the time, it was brushed off as a strategic move. But now, insiders suggest it was just the beginning of a much—
You can trust the news. There's no such thing as fake. I'm working for ESPN. We're broadcasting the Mayweather-McGregor fight live. And to this day, they will tell you that's a record. That's the biggest fight ever. That thing was sold out. That place was, people were dressed up as empty seats. And I mean thousands of people.
No.
I bought my mother's ticket that day. That day, my mother decides that she wants to go to the fight. So I'm in there and I'm telling the world that this place is sold out because that's what's on the screen. And I go, it's not even close. Yeah. This isn't like, it's pretty much full. This isn't, there's thousands of empty seats. That was the first time that in my own life I ever just, wow, fake news is real.
Wow.
And then Mayweather, they wanted a rematch. They were begging. They were doing more media trying to get a rematch than they did leading into the first match.
Well, I mean, it's such two big draws. They promoted it so well.
All anybody's talking about.
Yeah, there's still a number.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter how big a draw is, there's still a number. If this guy got 100 million, this guy got 100 million, then you got to advertise it, promote it. You got to bring.
It's the guarantees that kill everything. If they were just getting percentages, then obviously everybody.
You're saying the seats were empty. I can understand it not making the money, but the seats being empty seems
peculiar.
Crazy.
Yeah, and there's nothing in the world where you have a pay-per-view hit that didn't have a live audience hit. Like if your live audience is your first focus group, isn't sold out, you didn't do pay-per-view numbers.
Sure.
But boxing will still claim that to this day. They still, to this day, claim that that's number one. And if you want to be the biggest pay-per-view in boxing history, all you have to do is claim it.
Stephen A. Smith of ESPN just dropped what could be the most explosive financial revelation yet about Floyd Mayweather. According to official filings, Mayweather owes over $52 million in back taxes, covering a 7-year stretch from 2015 to 2022. The staggering figure has stunned the sports world and financial experts, not just because of its size, but because it remained hidden from public view for so long. Smith revealed that the IRS has already taken aggressive measures, including freezing several of Mayweather's domestic bank accounts. A full-blown investigation is now underway to trace his assets and determine how much can be recovered to satisfy his tax obligations. Sources close to the federal probe confirm this isn't your average tax collection case. It's a comprehensive operation. The IRS is reportedly digging into everything: where the money went, how it was moved, and who may have helped him shield it. Financial analyst Chris Wan explained just how serious things are. Once you hit this level of unpaid taxes, the IRS doesn't just knock, they move in. Every bank account is tracked, every asset is scrutinized, from luxury watches to real estate. You lose your financial privacy completely. Wan added that individuals in Mayweather's position face a harsh reality. Their current income is restricted, but even past spending, gifts, and transfers are audited. Every dollar Mayweather spends is a red flag to the IRS. They want to know where it came from and why it wasn't used to cover his debt. In short, his entire financial world has become a tightrope walk, with federal eyes watching his every move.
There may be another reason Floyd Mayweather has agreed to fight Conor McGregor. ESPN reporting that Mayweather, get this, still has not paid his taxes for 2015. We don't know how much money Mayweather owes, but he's asking the IRS for a break. Until the fight, the end of August, Mayweather made about $220 million from his fight with Manny Pacquiao. That was back in 2015. He's expected to make about that much for the McGregor fight. Maybe he should have stayed retired and paid his taxes.
Yeah, paying taxes, usually that catches up with you if you don't do that.
Long before Floyd, Mayweather fully embraced the flashy persona of Money Mayweather. With diamond-encrusted watches, garages full of exotic cars, and social media posts flashing stacks of cash, there were already signs that the empire he was building rested on shaky foundations. While fans were dazzled by his undefeated record and larger-than-life confidence, a different story was unfolding behind the scenes. Mayweather was spending at an unsustainable rate, even with $100 million fight purses rolling in. By the late 2010s, reports had begun to surface that despite earning over $300 million from his blockbuster bout against Conor McGregor, Mayweather owed millions in back taxes to the IRS. It was a jarring contradiction. How could the self-proclaimed richest athlete in the world be facing jail time over unpaid taxes?
Me and Eric B were at, from Eric B and Rakim, we were at the Mondrian. Floyd Mayweather was there. He had some tax issues. He was about to go to jail, but that's before Money Mayweather, that's Pretty Boy Floyd.
Got you.
He was speaking to E, he needed a couple of $1 million to stay out of jail. I called my man Neil, who I was rocking with heavy. He owns Scunty, the hair accessory company. Everybody thought I was crazy. Say, yo, loan me $2 million. I want to sign Floyd. He flew out, loaned me the $2 million, and from there on, we were in the boxing business.
The money I still got, the jewels I still got, the cars I still got, the mansions I still got. You either motivate it or you hate it. Either or, it doesn't matter. Walk with me, let's talk. I got 9 toys right here. I got the 488 Ferrari. I got the Maybach or the Maybach, whatever you want to call it. I got 7 Rolls Royces right here. I like to call it Lucky 7. So you either motivate it or you hate it. My lifestyle, Money May. I'm the money man. Remember that.
Oh, what they're doing. So there's still some static. No, it only happens when it's time. It's time to build some type of energy or some sort of press. It's time to make a and then that happens.
So through the BX Fight Club, you met someone,
Isaac, right? Because they had to legalize it on paper to turn it into like a dark show, like when they don't have television involved with a boxing event. Even Floyd, like when you make yourself like we got issues over here, he's still the best fighter out there. Until somebody beat him, that's who he is.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah, that's what you think. It's get the money, spend the money.
All that money?
It took been 2 years.
Day to day, month to month, like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like within lifestyle, that money's gone. Trust me. Now it's like you call him, he'll be at your your local host in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
Wow.
Now, obviously, this is 50, so we have to take everything he says with a grain of salt, but that sounded pretty credible to me. Now, without trying to give away who it is, I have met someone who is directly within the Floyd Mayweather circle. And I can tell you with 100% certainty, he spins like an absolute madman. And I'm not just talking about a mansion and some sports cars. I mean multiple mansions, multiple cars, and not even just different cars, because he does have a bunch of different.
What do you think? Has Mayweather finally met his toughest opponent outside the ring? Share your thoughts in the comments below.